Brian Nickelback here at Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Stubbs. Sports fans, when you're traveling, you need one stop that has it all. On I-76, take exit 66A in Wiggins at Stubbs. Starting for the Valley Vikings tonight is going to be sophomore Ryan Litvin, sophomore Aubrey Montoya, a junior Sydney Bruce, another sophomore Addison Dudley, and a senior Jasmine Frias. For the Lady Mustangs tonight, it will be senior Melina Richards, along with junior Kiera Jimenez, junior Lauren Swetzig, junior Ava Taylor, and junior Charlotte Marquez. Apparently they're not doing any national anthem. They're going to bypass that. Maybe they will do it for the boys' game. I don't know for sure. The pregame show was brought to you by Morgan Community College. Start your associate degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more. David Taylor will be tipping against Jasmine Frias. It looks like Ava should be able to win this jump. Tip, and it's going to be controlled by the Mustangs. Lauren Swetzig's going to drive it all the way down, and she loses it, but gains it, gets it back to Richards. Taylor at the free throw line. Lauren Swetzig for three, and up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Kiera Jimenez, but then taken away from her. Into the hands of Sydney Bruce. Over into the far corner to Addison Dudley. And ball not quite turned over by the Valley Vikings in the hands of Frias, being guarded by Taylor. Like a man-to-man defense here for the Lady Mustangs. Shot is going to be up and good for two. I believe that was Aubrey Montoya. So Valley with the early lead here. Richards underneath to, Kiera Jimenez, and she puts it up and in. Full court pressure by the Lady Mustangs. Valley does just now get it up into the front court. Richards tries to tip it away, does not commit the foul. That should have been a jump ball that will remain with the Valley Vikings. Charlotte Marquez had her hand on the ball when she went up for the shot. Ryan Litvin to inbounds. Get it in. Oh, it was like a good block, but I think they're going to call Ava Taylor with the... Nope, they're going to call it on Lauren Swetzig. That will be her first, team first. Free throw is up and good off the backboard for Jasmine Frias. 3-2 Vikings, 6.5 to go here, opening quarter. That it rolls around and in also. Mustangs into the front court. Marquez to Richards on the near side. Marquez in the corner, gets it into Taylor. Taylor with a little turnaround. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be tipped out of bounds by the Vikings, so the Mustangs will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Swetzig to inbounds for the Mustangs. Keeps looking. And that ball is going to be tipped, and there's going to be a foul call, and that will be on Kiera Jimenez. That will be her first. Second turnover by the Mustangs. Full court pressure once again for the Mustangs. 4-2 Vikings. Into the hands now. Frias up court. Being double teamed now on the far side. Going to hold on to it out front is Montoya. And the ball is knocked away, but the Vikings will retain possession into the hands of Frias, way out at the point. Now over on the far right side, back to Frias out at the three-point line. She's going to try to drive it down, but stopped by Taylor. Turnover by the Vikings, and that is going to be a foul on Sydney Bruce on the turnover. Charlotte Marquez with the turnover. Let's see what the Mustangs can do here. Give it to Richards on the near side, on the far side, through the hands, but saved. To Marquez, now a blocking foul underneath, and that will be on Frias. Her first, team second. So the Mustangs, the inbounds left baseline of their basket. Get it into Marquez, little jumper from the side is up and no good, going to be rebounded by Frias. Full court pressure once again by the Lady Mustangs into the hands of Bruce. Lob pass down court to Montoya. Montoya being guarded closely by Swetzig, down to the hands of Frias. Free throw line, she's going to pop and no good, going to be rebounded by Richards. Richards all the way down, being guarded there by Litvin. To Taylor at the free throw line, cross court to Marquez, now underneath. Shot is going to be up and good by Kiera Jimenez. And that foul is going to be on Frias. That will be her second. So Jimenez with her second bucket of the night. And at the free throw line, Benz shoots off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by the Vikings into the hands of Sydney Bruce. 4-4 and turnover. A errant pass goes out of bounds. So turnover number 2 by the Vikings. 4:39 to go opening quarter. 4-4 for a Patriot League contest from Fort Morgan, Stan Lampe Gymnasium. Over on the far side to Richards. Zone defense, like 2-1-2, 2-3 maybe by the Vikings into the corner. Marquez 3, that's going to catch the rim, and Yelena Ramirez into the game now for the Mustangs. Charlotte to Ava Taylor. Now underneath the Richards. Goal turnaround is going to be up and no good. Ball's going to be tipped around and rebounded by Frias. So Yelena Ramirez has come in for Kiera Jimenez. Man-to-man defense here by the Lady Mustangs. Now a 3 is up and no good. Going to be tipped around and finally taken by Montoya. That deep 3 is up and no good, and finally going to be taken away by Lauren Swetzig. And then a timeout will be called by the Lady Mustangs, head coach Jamie Stringham. Jeff Taylor, the assistant coach, along with Lance Farmer. Head coach of the Valley Vikings is Andre Potts. Assistant coach is Brianna Hara. The first quarter is brought to you by Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030. A low-scoring contest here so far with just over 3.5 to go in the first quarter, 4-4. Kiera Jimenez has both baskets for the Mustangs. She did miss a free throw. Aubrey Montoya with a bucket, and then Jasmine Frias with 2 free throws for their 4 points. So come out of the timeout, it will be Mustang ball far side. Charlotte Marquez will fire it in, and it looks like it will be to Lauren Swetzig, and it will. Sweatzik into the front court. Back to Marquez. Richards, three-point line, far corner. Back up to Sweatzik. Pulls up her dribble now into the hands of Marquez underneath to Ramirez. That ball is going to be tipped and taken away. Not a good pass by Ramirez. Third turnover by the Lady Mustangs into the hands. Oh, yep, they're going to call her for the travel before the bucket went in for Aubrey Montoya, but they called her for the travel. Into the game is Lexi Meyer. She will replace Charlotte Marquez. Meyer's leading scorer for the Mustangs, 6.6 points a game. Richards, Yelena Ramirez on the near side to Meyer, back up top and through the hands of Sweatzik, but she does get it back. Ooh, that hit was deflected and hit Ramirez right in the face. Could not control it. Fourth turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Over on the far side to Addison Dudley. Ball is going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Nice job there by Ava Taylor. 2.5 to go. Far side to Richards. Yelena Ramirez drives it in. Does not come up with the bucket. Rebounded by Frias. And a 30-second timeout will be taken by the Valley Vikings. B&B Appliance, with over 30 years of experience, B&B Appliance can help match the appliances to your needs. Stop by at 502 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. The schedule for the Mustangs, the year is closing in quickly. They have Valley tonight, Sterling on Friday. And then on the 3rd, they're home to Eaton. On the 5th, they're home to University. The 11th, they're home to Weld Central. And then the 13th at Valley and the 17th at Sterling for the regular season. Valley with possession. That shot is going to be up and good by Sydney Bruce. Then a steal. And Lexi Meyer almost gets it back. And it will be a turnover by the Vikings. Apparently last touched by the Vikings. Good. Richards to Yelena Ramirez. That ball is going to be tipped away, tipped around, and finally taken by the Vikings. Then a tie-up is going to be called, and that will be to the Mustangs. Melina Richards will come out. Into the game is Brooklyn Coffin. So Myers to inbounds, left baseline of their basket. Minute 53 to go here in the opening quarter. Coffin with a three, up and no good. Rebounded by Meyer, and her shot up and good, and she is going to be fouled. Lexi Meyer with a tough shot. And that foul is going to be on Sydney Bruce. That will be her second. So Meyer to go to the line to shoot one. Off bounce and does get the roll for Meyer. Lexi on the year is shooting at 62%. Bounce pass on the near side. That three is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Frias and then taken by Taylor. Mustangs get the ball down into the front court. Ball's going to be tipped away. They're trying to get it into the free throw line, and it's going to be tipped away. Tough to get in there, but it is a turnover by the Mustangs. Then a tie-up is going to be called. Possession to the Lady Vikings. Mustangs are up 7-6. Over on the far side. To Frias, and then the ball is going to be kicked out of bounds. Vikings will retain possession. They will inbound right baseline of their basket. And Lexi Myers almost gets it, and she does. She steals it from the Vikings. Layup is going to be up and no good at this end by Swetzik. Going to be rebounded by Freya. She's already got 5. She cleans the board pretty good. Now she's going to go down that far sideline into the front court. Pass underneath, and ball is going to be tipped, but it's going to be a foul on Brooklyn Coffin. Third team foul, but she is shooting, and that is going to be Aubrey Montoya. She will shoot 2. Off the backboard and no good. Montoya on the year is shooting at 41%. Coming into the game is going to be Estefania Delgado Sandoval. She will come in for Addison Dudley with 41.4 seconds left in the opening quarter. The Mustangs lead at 7-6. Next free throw is off the side, did not hit the rim, so it'll be Mustangs ball underneath. Lauren Swetzik to inbounds for the Lady Mustangs to Meyer, and she will return back to Swetzik. On the near side now to Coffin. Far side to Meyer, back up to Swetzik. Coffin at the three-point line. Yelena Ramirez, and she will get it back. Layup is going to be, rolls around and goes in for Ramirez. Wasn't sure if it was going to fall or not. Lady Mustangs up 9-6. 10 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 9-6 Mustangs. Nice steal there by Meyer. That shot is going to be late after the buzzer. So after one, your Lady Mustangs lead the Vikings 9-6 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Right, Nickelback at Stan Lampe Gymnasium. The Mustangs with control in the second quarter. Off to Myers on the far side, back up to Marquez. Richards, Myers, back up to Marquez. Bounce pass to Richards. And that ball is going to be taken away. Turnover number 8 by the Lady Mustangs. Need to be a little bit more careful with the possession. Finally get a bounce pass that will go to Bruce. Aubrey Montoya then to Bruce. That's going to be off of the Vikings and out of bounds far side. 9 turnovers by the Lady Vikings. Mustangs up 9-6. Marquez into the front court now to Richards out at the three-point line. Back to Marquez. Over on the near side to Myers. Underneath of Taylor. She needs to go up with it, does, but misses the shot. And that ball is finally going to be a tie-up underneath. And that will be possession to the Vikings. Ryan Litvin gets it inbounds to Bruce. Gets it up into the front court. Bounce pass back to Litvin, and then a foul is going to be called on the reach. And that will be Melina Richards. That will be her first. Team first here in the second quarter. Vikings to inbounds right baseline of their basket. Look to get it in, and the shot is up, no good. Then be rebounded. Put back up and no good. The rebound went to Aubrey Montoya. Then a foul is going to be called underneath. They're going to call that on Ava Taylor. Her first, team second here in the second quarter. Vikings inbounds. They do get it in. Frias in the lane. Shot is up and no good. Ball's going to be tipped around, taken by Montoya, but her shot missed. Ava Taylor with the rebound. Lexi Meyer on the far side, back to Richards, up top to Marquez. Picks up her dribble. Oh, that ball is going to be over the head of Lexi and out of bounds. Not a good pass there by Marquez. Richards will come out. Marquez will come out. Kaylee Blake will come in along with Kiera Jimenez. Into the game also is Brooklyn Gonzalez. Ball tipped out of bounds away from the Vikings. Well, the Vikings actually tipped it out of bounds, so turnover number 10. Possession to the Mustangs. Gonzalez gets it into Meyer now on the near side to Blake. Over on the far side to Blake. Now back up, or to Gonzalez, excuse me. Underneath, little shot is going to be up and good by Kiera Jimenez. Mustangs still in the full court pressure. Frias gets it into the front court, and ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Kaylee Blake, excuse me, sophomore. Litvin to inbounds left baseline of their basket for the Vikings. They do get it into Dudley. Back to Dudley out at the three-point line. She's going to bounce it off to Litvin. Litvin drives it in. Nice job by, almost stolen by the Mustangs. Shot is going to be up and rolls around and out. Going to be a good block by Taylor, but I believe that's going to be her second. That'll be Taylor's second, so they will set her. Elena Ramirez will come in. To the line will be Jasmine Frias. She hit 2 free throws in the opening quarter, and that one was up and also good 3 for 3. So Ramirez will come in for Taylor. 11-7 Mustangs, 5:27 to go, second quarter. Next one is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Ramirez of Fort Morgan. Into the hands of Meyer. Into the front court. Now to Blake on the far side. Back to Meyer in the lane. Little up, underhanded layup is going to be up and good by Lexi Meyer. Nice job there by Lexi. Valley into the front court. Montoya over on the far side to Dudley. Back to Bruce. Bruce picks up her dribble. Now she gets it into Litvin. They're going to call a tie-up, and that will be possession to the Mustangs. So turnover number 11 by the Valley Vikings. 9 so far on the Mustangs. 13-7, 4:40 to go, second quarter. Far side to Blake, three-point line. Back up top to Meyer on the near side. Now to Gonzalez. Pass to Blake. Blake's going to try it's going to be a 2. And that foul is going to be on the Mustangs. That'll be on Lexi. That will be on Meyer. That will be her first. Team fourth already. Vikings have timeout is going to be called by the Vikings. 13-7, Fort Morgan, 4:27 to go, second quarter. The second quarter is brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. It's going to be a full timeout, but we'll just keep it right here. The JV team for the girls won 43-3 against the Vikings earlier. A little closer contest here, 13-7. Lady Mustangs are averaging 35.8 points a game. Valley is averaging 18 points a game, giving up 45.6. 0-3 in league, 2-11 overall. The league standings have University at 3-0. These are league numbers anyway. University at 3-0, Eaton at 2-1, Sterling at 2-1, Fort Morgan at 1-2, Weld Central at 1-2, and Valley at 0-3. So Valley 2 inbounds, far end of the court for them. Gonzalez and Meyer with some defense here in the backcourt. Pass up into the front court to Dudley underneath. That pass is going to be over the head. Going to be saved, though, but to the Mustangs. And then a foul is going to be committed by Litvin. That will be her first, team first here in quarter number 2. Meyer into the front court for the Mustangs. Drives it into the lane, kicks it off to Gonzalez. Underneath to Yelena Ramirez. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Jimenez. Shot up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Jasmine Frias. That is her 6th. Ball is going to be taken away by Gonzalez. Get it into the hands of Yelena Ramirez. She bounced pass to Gonzalez. Now Blake in the corner. Her pass is going to be kicked out of bounds. Be kept here at this end by the Mustangs. Kaylee Blake, they need to get him in. They get it into Meyer. Now Jimenez out at the top. Meyer for a 3 from the right corner. Net is up and good. Lexi Meyer for 3. 9-point lead here for the Lady Mustangs. 16-7 with 3.5 to go. Second quarter. Into the hands of Bruce. Foul is going to be called out at mid-court. And that will be on Kaylee Blake. Her first. That will be the team 5th, so they will be shooting free throws here from this point on. Trying to see who that is. Harris Long, can't see. I believe that is Sydney Bruce. Will shoot 2. That one is up and nothing but the bottom of the net for Bruce. So Bruce on the year is shooting at only 43%. Next one is off the backboard, no good. Going to be rebounded by Yelena Ramirez of the Mustangs, her 3rd of the game. Into the hands of Brooklyn Gonzalez. Over on the far side to Blake. Back up top to Gonzalez. On the near side now to Meyer. Her pass is going to be deflected out of bounds. Mustangs will retain possession. So Brooklyn Gonzalez, a freshman. Lexi Meyer, also a freshman. Into the hands of Meyer. Another 3 from the corners off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Bruce, her 2nd. Ball might be tipped away. No, it is. Could have called a foul there, but they're going to call it travel once Jimenez got away from her. So turnover number 14 by the Vikings. 2:56 to go. The Mustangs up 16-8. Lexi Meyer's going to drive it. Kicks it off to Blake out at the 3-point line on the far side. Picks up her dribble, being guarded over there by Litvin. 3 from outside is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded once again by Jasmine Frias. That 3 was by Kiera Jimenez, but overshot the basket. Now into the hands of Bruce. A blocking foul is going to be called on the Mustangs. Oop, they're going to call an offensive foul. I'm sorry about that. And that is going to go against Catherine Arona Aguilar. Her first, sophomore for the Valley Vikings. Let's see who else is into the game. Karen Frias, a freshman in there for the Valley Vikings. Meyer up top, back to Charlotte. Charlotte back into the game. Gets it back to Meyer. Meyer is going to pop for a 3, in and out. Rebounded by Ramirez. Her shot up and no good. And a tie-up that will be to the Vikings. Yelena Ramirez will come out. Ava Taylor back into the game, along with Lexi Meyer, who is also already in the game, along with Kiera Jimenez, Charlotte Marquez, and Brooklyn Gonzalez. Sydney Bruce drives it all the way down. They're going to kick it back out. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gonzalez. Marquez across the timeline. Picks up her dribble. Knocked away from her, but gets it off to Taylor. On the far side to Meyer. Now to Jimenez from the underneath. Ball is going to be knocked away. Mustangs will retain possession with 1:37 left here in quarter number 2. Mustangs lead at 16-8, a low-scoring affair here in Fort Morgan. Underneath to Taylor. Taylor's going to try to go up and under now. She's going to kick it back out to Marquez. Marquez to Meyer. That ball is going to be taken away by the Vikings. 10th turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Up into the front court is Bruce being guarded by Marquez. Looks to get it away. Meyer almost gets away, but does not get it. Aubrey Montoya with it. Back up top to Bruce. She's going to drive it down that right side. Now she's going to kick it out to Litfin. Ball is going to be taken away by Meyer. Left-handed layup is going to be, misses it by Meyer. She gets back, gets a rebound again, and finally goes up with it. Meyer, after the third try, finally comes up with it. 10-point lead for the Lady Mustangs, 18-8 into the front court of Litfin. Three is going to be off the backboard, no good, going to be rebounded underneath. Gonzalez with the foul. And that will send Addison Dudley to the line to shoot 2. Dudley on the air shooting at only 36%. First free throw is up and good for Dudley. Her first bucket of the night. Into the game is Gretzel Vasquez Soto. She is into the game for Sydney Bruce. Next free throw up and also good by Dudley. 18-10. Lady Mustangs, 30 seconds to go here in the opening half. To Taylor at the elbow. Meyer tries to get it underneath this to Jimenez. That ball is going to be, thought it was tipped, but apparently not. It was going to be a turnover to the Vikings. 11 turnover by the Lady Mustangs here in the opening half, excuse me. Up into the front court is Montoya. A travel is going to be called before the shot goes up. 14.7 seconds left here opening half. 18-10 Lady Mustangs. Marquez into the front court for the Mustangs. She's going to drive it down. The ball is going to be tipped away, but they're going to call a foul on the Vikings. That will be on Montoya. That will be her first, only the team third. So 7.4 seconds to go here in the second half. Gonzalez gets it in to Taylor. Little turnaround, little hook shot is going to be up and comes up short. Going to be rebounded by Frias. And that is how the opening half will come to an end. We will take a 3-minute break and be back with the halftime show here on Morgan County's, give you the score here. Mustangs 18, Vikings 10 on Morgan County's B106, B106.com and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brad Nickelback here at Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan. The Lady Mustangs lead at 18-10 here at halftime. A minute and a half or so left in the halftime festivities. The Lady Mustangs are 2-8 overall since 2010 against the Valley Vikings. They are come in on a 4-game losing streak. Hopefully that will be stopped tonight. Last win for the Mustangs was 2019. CHSAA rankings as far as the girls go, and just for the league anyway. University is number 1, Sterling is number 4, Eaton at number 14, Fort Morgan at number 30, Weld Central at 38, and Valley at number 43. They take the top 32, so Fort Morgan needs to keep putting some wins up on the board so they can try to get into the post-season state tournament. As I said, the Fort Morgan girls are sitting right now at 30. So we will start quarter number 2, Mustangs with possession. Marquez to inbounds to Lauren Swetzik. Over on the far side to Richards, back up to Swetzik, excuse me. She gets it back from Marquez. A 3, and that is going to be well short and going to try to be saved, but comes up short by Taylor. So the Mustangs' first possession comes in ends up as a turnover. Ball is going to be into the hands. Thought it was by Taylor for a moment. Free throw, or not free throw, a shot is going to be up and rebounded by Lauren Swetzik. Valley Vikings had the layup there, but could not come away with it. Marquez shot off the rim, no good. Ava Taylor with the rebound and the put back. Taylor with her first points of the contest. Litvin finally gets it across midcourt over on the far side to Montoya. Frias back into the game, start this second half for the Vikings. Litvin, Frias with the shot going to be up and tipped around. It will be off the Vikings and out of bounds. Possession to the Lady Mustangs. Mustangs with the 2 points here, makes it a 10-point contest, 20-10 here in the third quarter. Richards to Marquez to Taylor. Taylor's shot is going to be up and no good, but she was fouled on the shot. So Taylor will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is going to be on they have a number 12. I do not have a 12. I wonder if it was supposed to be on. I don't know who number 12 is. I don't think they have a number 12 either. Maybe it was on 21. 22. That will be Dudley with her first. There we go. Second free throw by Taylor is good. First one was no good. Montoya into the front court. Now on the near side of Litvin, and her 3 is up and short, going to be tipped around and out of bounds. The Vikings will turn it over to the Lady Mustangs. 17 turnovers by the Vikings, 12 by the Mustangs. 6:20 to go here, third quarter. Mustangs lead it by 11, 21-10. Ball is going to be tipped away from Marquez. And then a tie-up, and it will remain with the Vikings. They will inbounds right baseline of their basket. It will be Ryan Litvin to inbounds, being guarded by Richards. They do get it into Montoya. Up top now to Frias. Man-to-man defense here by the Mustangs. Shot from the right side is going to be up and no good. Going to be saved and batted around and finally taken away by the Mustangs. Charlotte Marquez is going to drive it all the way down, and she's going to be called for the offensive foul. She put her shoulder right into the player for the Vikings, so Marquez with her first. Vikings throw the ball away. Jimenez with the interception. Get it to Marquez. Marquez is going to drive it into the lane, and it's going to be off of the foot of the Valley Vikings, Sydney Bruce. The Mustangs will retain possession. Taylor to inbounds to Swetzik. Swetzik into the far corner now to Marquez. Underneath to Jimenez. Marquez from the right elbow up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Addison Dudley. Litvin tries for a 3, and that's going to come up well short. And it's going to be off of Taylor and out of bounds. So the Vikings will retain possession. with 5:09 left here in the third quarter. Vikings to inbounds left baseline of their basket. They get it into Frias. Now to Montoya at the right elbow. She's going to drive it in and kicks it back out to Frias. Frias at the three-point line, picks up her dribble, being guarded by Taylor. Taylor's going to get a foul. She'll look out. She keeps reaching. And now I believe that's going to be on Marquez. I think that was 22 or 21. They called that on Taylor. That will be her third. So the Vikings inbound to get it over on the far side to Montoya. Right elbow. Frias with a three, up and no good. Going to be rebounded on the far side by Montoya. Ball is going to be tipped away by the Mustangs. Turnover number 19. Svetsik crosses the timeline. 4.5 to go. Mustangs lead at 21-10. Melina Richards to Taylor, back to Richards, but it's going to be tipped away and taken away by the Vikings. Montoya all the way down, and she's going to lose it out of bounds just on her own. So Yelena Ramirez will come in for Ava Taylor. Lauren Svetsik gets it to Marquez. And she gets it across the timeline. Marquez to Svetsik. Svetsik has the ball knocked away. And now there's going to be a reach foul, and that will be on Ryan Litvin. That will be her second. Team second here in the third quarter. Both teams with 2 fouls. Richards will come out. Into the game is Brooklyn Coffin. Marquez cannot hang on to it, and it's going to be off of the Mustangs, not out of bounds. Mustangs have scored 3 points in this third period. The Vikings 0 here so far. Montoya kicks it off to Litvin out at the three-point circle. Back to Frias. Looks like the girls have gone into a 2-3 zone. Now a foul is going to be called, and that will be on Charlotte Marquez. That will be her second, team third. Litvin to inbounds, right baseline of the Vikings basket. Looks, and they finally do get it in back to Litvin, and her shot is partially blocked, I believe, taken away by Coffin. And then the Mustangs turn it over. Shot comes up short. Rebounded by Jimenez on the near side. And in the corner, they're going to give it to Jimenez, back to Marquez. Yelena Ramirez underneath. Nice ball is going to be knocked away. That shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Frias. And a travel is going to be called on the Vikings. Mustangs will inbounds far side. Litvin, that's not Litvin that comes out. That is Addison Dudley that has come out. And Karen Frias, I believe, yes, has come in for the Vikings. So that's to Yelena Ramirez underneath. Shot rolls off and then stolen by Charlotte Marquez. Then she is going to be fouled on the shot. And that foul will be on Jasmine Frias. That will be her third. So Charlotte Marquez will go to the line to shoot 2. Marquez on the line at 7 of 16, 44%. Off the backboard and falls in. Charlotte's first point of the night. Grabs her ball. Shot is up and nothing but net for Marquez. Jasmine Frias comes out. Did not see who came in. I believe it was Aubrey Montoya back into the game. Ball stolen away by Kiera Jimenez. Layup is going to be up and good by Jimenez on the steal, and then the bucket. She will go to the line to shoot one. Did not see who the foul was. Real good here about putting him up, though. That was on Aubrey Montoya. That is her second. So Kiera Jimenez with 8 points on the night. Lexi Meyer into the game for Lauren Swetzik. Jimenez on the year at 38%, only 3 of 8. She only shot 8 free throws. That is off the rim and no good. The ball is going to be tipped away, taken by Montoya. And taken away by Marquez. And then a foul is going to be called once Marquez gets possession. And that foul will be on Ryan Litvin. That will be her third. Unofficially 22 turnovers by Valley. That is the 5th foul here in the third quarter by the Vikings. So Mustangs will go to the line to shoot 2. Charlotte Marquez will shoot the 2 free throws. She just did hit 2. 2:17 to go, 25-10 Lady Mustangs. Free throw back rimmed and out. 2:17 to go, third quarter. Gets the ball back from the referee and shoots up and good for Marquez. Full court pressure once again by the Lady Mustangs into the hands of Bruce. Going to be they're going to call a foul on the Mustangs on the drive. And that foul will be on Brooklyn Coffin. That will be her second. Going to the line will be Karen Frias, the freshman. She was fouled on the shot. Free throw is off to the left and no good. Karen Frias, a freshman. Jasmine Frias, a senior. Ball rolls around and goes in for her first point of the night. Marquez into the front court. Over on the far side to Jimenez. Her shot is going to be up and no good, and then there's going to be a foul. That will be on Yelena Ramirez over the back. So that will be 4 team fouls. Oh, it's going to be the 5th. I'm sorry, lost one there someplace. So they will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. 1:58 to go here. And let's see who's going to the line. I believe that is Sydney Bruce, I believe. Benz shoots off the back rim and no good. Into the game will be Gretel Vasquez Soto. Litvin will come out. Sydney Bruce with 3 points on the night. 1 bucket, 1 free throw. That one is off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Marquez. Marquez across the timeline, drives it all the way down, and then a foul is going to be called on Soto. Just enters the game, and then she fouls Marquez. So Marquez back to the line to shoot 2 once again. She has 3 of 4 so far here in the third quarter on free throws. Next one is up and good. Ava Taylor into the game for the Mustangs. Kiera Jimenez will take a seat with 1:51 to go here. Third quarter, 26-11 Lady Mustangs. Free throw rolls around and goes in for Marquez. Brooklyn Gonzalez will come in for Marquez. Charlotte Marquez, the daughter of the head basketball coach David Marquez of the boys. Montoya shot from the lane is going to be up. Oh, they said it was tipped. I didn't think anybody was even close to it. 28-11. The Vikings will inbound left baseline of their basket. Get it into the corner to Soto. Now she's going to pick up her dribble. Ball is going to be tipped and finally taken away by Meyer. Lexi all the way up and good. Lexi Meyer with her 12th point of the night. And ball is going to be tipped away and finally taken away by Brooklyn Gonzalez of the Mustangs. 24 turnovers here. Gonzalez into the corner to Coffin. She's going to drive it in. Her layup is going to be up and good. Brooklyn Coffin with her first bucket of the night. And a timeout is going to be taken. I did not see who it was, but 32-11, the Mustangs have put some points up here in this third quarter. Only one so far by the Valley Vikings. $14 points so far for the Mustangs here in quarter number 3. 32-11. Each team with 5 fouls, so they will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. As far as timeouts, Valley has 2 left. Mustangs with 4. This third quarter is brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. So Brooklyn Coffin on the floor for the Mustangs, along with Yelena Ramirez, Ava Taylor, Brooklyn Gonzalez, and Lexi Meyer. Jocelyn Montanez into the game for the Valley Vikings. Into the hands of the Vikings and through the hands of the Vikings as the Mustangs get it down court into the hands of Brooklyn Gonzalez. She's going to hand it off to Coffin. Bounce pass to Ramirez. A little turnaround is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Lexi Meyer. Brooklyn Gonzalez, over on the far side. And that is going to be a travel on Brooklyn Coffin. 17 turnovers by the Lady Mustangs, 25 by the Vikings. 32-11 with 34.4 seconds to go here, third quarter. Vikings have yet to get it. See who they're going to call a foul on. Is that going to be on Lexi? That's going to be on Meyer. She tried to get the ball away from the Vikings, but that will be her second. See who's shooting these. This look like it's going to be Sydney Bruce once again. Missed 2 just a little bit ago. And that is up and good for Sydney Bruce. 32-12. Point lead here all of a sudden by the Mustangs. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Taylor. Her fourth unofficially tonight. Coffin's going to drive it all the way down. Her shot is going to be blocked, taken away by the Vikings. 13 seconds left to go here, third quarter. On the near side now to Montoya. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be taken by Gonzalez over on the far side. Down to 1 second, and that shot is not going to count if it would have went. So the Mustangs by 20, 32-12. We will go to quarter number 4 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustangs with possession to start quarter number 4 up 20, 32-12. They outscored the Vikings 14-2 in that quarter. Shot is going to be up and no good, but fouled is going to be Kiera Jimenez, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2, and that foul is going to be on Litvin. That will be her 4th. Free throw is up and good by Kiera Jimenez. Kaylee Blake into the game. David Taylor on the bench. Next free throw in and out, going to be rebounded by Addison Dudley. Full court pressure once again by the Lady Mustangs. They get it. It's going to be stolen and taken away by the Mustangs here in this end, and Mustangs finally run it down. On the near side to Marquez, Kaylee Blake for a three. Up, off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Litvin. Ball down court, quickly into the front court, and shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Blake. She brings it down court into the front court, 33-12, into the hands of Swetzig. Now to Marquez. Her pass is going to be stolen and taken away. 19 turnovers by the Lady Mustangs. Frias hands it off to Litvin. Litvin at the free throw line. Her shot is going to be partially blocked, going to be taken away by Lauren Swetzig. Swetzig now to Marquez on the near side. Picks it up and to Swetzig. Back to Kaylee Blake. Now to Jimenez. That shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be taken away by the Vikings. Going to be Montoya. And then a foul is going to be called underneath. And that foul will be on Kaylee Blake. That will be her second, team first here in the fourth quarter. Vikings do inbounds left baseline. They get it into Frias. Ball is going to be tipped off of Blake and out of bounds, so the Vikings will retain possession. Litvin 2 inbounds for the Vikings. Get it in to Frias. He's going to bring it up. 2-3 zone defense here by the Lady Mustangs. Into the hands of Montoya. She's going to drive it into the lane. Her shot up and good off the backboard for Aubrey Montoya. Mustangs into the front court. Swetzig back to Marquez. Now on the far side to Blake. Back to Blake, a three from the corner, up and good. Kaylee Blake with three. Her first bucket of the night comes from behind the arc. 36-14, 22-point lead. Turnover by the Vikings. Underneath the Richards, foul is going to be called as she goes up for the shot. That is going to be on Sydney Bruce. That will be her third. So Melina Richards will go to the line to shoot two. Richards on the year is shooting 34%, 10 of 29. But that one does go in for Richards. Her first point of the night, 37-14. Mustangs, that shot is off the rim and no good. She gets her own rebound. Layup is going to be up and good for Richards. Misses the shot, gets a rebound. And it's going to be off. The Mustangs had to steal. And then ends up going out of bounds off of Blake. 39-14, 25-point lead here by the Mustangs with 5:23 to go here, fourth quarter. Another turnover by the Vikings. Ball tipped away, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds on the far side by the Vikings. Mustangs will retain possession. As they inbound right baseline, they get it into Jimenez. And the ball, they say, is going to be tipped once again by the Vikings. So Swetzig 2 inbounds right baseline of the Mustang basket. Get it into Richards. Little jumper from the side is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Karen Frias. Into the hands of Litvin. Mustangs with a lot of reach, and finally going to be a steal by the Mustangs. Melina Richards with the layup, up and good. 5 points in the quarter here by the Mustangs. This fourth quarter is brought to you by Rudy's Tires with several locations across the area. There's always a Rudy's Tires location close by, and they can even come to you on the farm. Rudy's Tires brings you Eastern Plains Sports Today every day, every weekday on 1010 KSIR. Buckeye Welding Supply. You have questions, they have answers. Our area welders know what sets them apart at 330 South 11th Avenue in Sterling. So 41-14, nice game here by the Mustangs. The Mustangs on the year are averaging at 35 points, so they have met their points per game. The Lady Vikings are averaging at 18. They're sitting at 14 right now. Vikings into the front court. That Montoya with a three is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Brooklyn Coffin for the Mustangs. Coffin's going to drive it all the way down and splits the defense. Her shot goes up and is going to be rebounded by Frias into the hands of Bruce. Now into the corner, and that ball is going to be taken away underneath. 31 turnovers. Now a foul is going to be called, as it was Sydney Bruce, I believe, with her fourth. Had her arm in the back of Brooklyn Coffin. Mustang possession as they get it into Ramirez. Ramirez for a three, misses the basket. Rebounded though by Brooklyn Gonzalez of the Mustangs. Tries to get it underneath to Taylor, and a tie-up will go to the Valley Vikings. Unofficially 22 turnovers for the Mustangs, 31 for the Valley Vikings. Litford on the far side to Frias. Back to Litford, and that shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Ramirez. That is her fifth rebound unofficially here tonight. Under 4 to go here, fourth period, 41-14 Lady Mustangs. On the far side to Brooklyn Coffin. Thought she was going to shoot there for a minute. Drives it down. The shot is going to be up and short. Finally comes down to Brooklyn Gonzalez. Her shot is up and no good. Ava Taylor with the rebound. Her fifth. Shot up and no good. And a tie-up is going to be called. The Mustangs will retain possession. Into the game for the Vikings is going to be Jocelyn Montanez, excuse me. Brooklyn Gonzalez to trigger it in for the Mustangs. Gets it in to Coffin in the corner. Little three, but she is going to be called for the travel. Shot was missed anyway. Called for the travel. Vikings looking for a little bit more points to put up on the board. That shot is off the top of the backboard and then goes up and hits the support. So 32. I see they've already got the shot clocks put up on the backboard. The shot clock will be in effect next year for high school basketball in the state of Colorado. Taylor with it in the left corner. Gets it to Meyer. Meyer picks up her dribble. Elena Ramirez. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Frias, her fourth. This is Karen Frias, the freshman. Under 3 to go here, fourth quarter, 41-14. Into the hands of Soto. Excuse me, that's Montanez. Then a foul is going to be called underneath, and that will be on Yelena Ramirez. That will be her second. Inbound, that may be, that is going to be on Yelena Ramirez once again. This time going to the line is going to be Addison Dudley to shoot 2. Free throw is up and good. Up, let's see. 9 of their 15 points have come from the free throw line. They made 6 points. Otherwise, that is also up and good for Dudley. Freshman Lexi Meyer into the front court for the Lady Mustangs. On the near side, to Coffin underneath it. Ramirez to Taylor. Taylor layup is going to be up and good. Ava Taylor for 2. 5 points on the night for Taylor. 2:15 to go, fourth quarter, 43-16. Over on the far side to Frias underneath. And that is going to be blocked from the back by Ramirez, and then a tie-up is going to be called. Possession to the Vikings. Litvin to inbounds for the Vikings. And they get it in. That shot is going to come up well short and finally into the hands of Brooklyn Coffin. Her third unofficially. Lamp is going to come up short. Brooklyn Gonzalez with the cleanup, though. Her first bucket of the night. Gonzalez unofficially with 4 rebounds. 45-16, a minute and a half to go. Free throw or for a shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Yelena Ramirez, her 6th. Lexi Meyer is going to drive it all the way down. Left-handed layup is going to be up and no good. Nothing called. Going to be rebounded by Litvin. Ball is going to be tipped away. Nice job there by Lexi Meyer to come up from behind and tip that ball out of bounds. Into the game is Aubrey Montoya. She will come in for Sydney Bruce. Into the game for the Mustangs is Kiera Jimenez. Yelena Ramirez will take a seat. Minute and a half to go here. 45-16 in the final quarter. Shot is going to be up and good on the 3. Where they're going, she's got to shoot 1. And that foul, I believe, is going to be on. I believe that was on Brooklyn Gonzalez, I believe. That 3 was up and good. I cannot see who that is, though, for sure. I believe that is Jocelyn Montanez, and it is. That free throw is up and no good. Rebounded to Gonzalez, her 5th unofficially. Into the hands of Meyer. Ball is going to be kicked by the Mustangs, and turnover number 24 is created. 45-19 on the far side to Montoya. Into the lane, she drives. Shot is going to be up and good for Aubrey Montoya. 6 points on the night for Montoya. A minute to go, 45-21. Brooklyn Gonzalez, her shot misses everything and out of bounds. So when this game comes to a conclusion, we will send it back to the station for a special by Ben Blecka, and then we will do the numbers after that. A tie-up once again is called. Mustangs with possession now. Unofficially 33 turnovers by the Valley Vikings. 45 seconds to go. Mustangs up 45-21. Shot is going to be up and no good by Meyer, and another tie-up is going to be called. It will be possession to the Vikings. A 24-point lead here by the Lady Mustangs. Down to 25 seconds into the corner is Dudley. And a foul is going to be called on them. No, it's just out of bounds, I'm sorry. Vikings will retain possession with 21.4 seconds to go. Litvin to inbounds to get it in, but another tie-up is going to be created, and that will be possession to the Mustangs with 18.8 seconds. And now with 18.8 seconds to go, the Vikings decide they're going to put on full court pressure. Lexi Meyer's going to drive it all the way down into the hands of Jimenez. And she finally gives it to Taylor with 6 seconds. No reason to shoot here, but they do throw the ball away for turnover number 25. Shot is going to be up and good at the bucket for a 3, and that is Addison Dudley, excuse me. So that is how this contest will come to an end, on a desperation 3 right at the bucket, with the Mustangs leading at 45-24. We will send it back to the station now, and and have a special by Ben Black as the Mustangs win at 45-24 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Fort Morgan Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing a big firm product with small firm relationships since 2003. Visit westerneci.com. The Lady Mustangs come away with the victory tonight by a count of 45-24. Proves their record up now to 8-6, 2-2 in league. Scoring goes like this for the Valley Vikings. Their leading scorer tonight is Addison Dudley with 7, followed by Aubrey Montoya with 6, Sydney Bruce with 4, and then 3 apiece for Jocelyn Montanez and Jasmine Frias. Jasmine Frias had a pretty decent night. She only had the 3 points, but unofficially 8 rebounds for the Vikings. 1 point for Karen Frias. And that is the scoring for the Vikings. Leading the way for the Mustangs tonight is going to be Lexi Meyer, the freshman, with 12. And that is going to be followed by Kiera Jimenez with 9, Melina Richards with 5, along with Ava Taylor with 5. 3 for Kaylee Blake, 2 for Brooklyn Gonzalez, 2 for Brooklyn Coffin, and 2 for Yelena Ramirez. Yelena Ramirez with 6 rebounds tonight. Brooklyn Gonzalez, a freshman, comes in off the bench. She has 5 rebounds unofficially tonight with her 2 points. The Mustangs shoot 60% from the free throw line, 9 of 15. The Vikings are shot 52%, 10 of 19 from the free throw line. The Mustangs led it 9-6 after 1, 18-10 at halftime, led it 32-12, and then finished it out 45-24. Their big quarter was the third quarter. They outscored the Valley Vikings 14-2 in that quarter. It was a lot closer in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs outscored the Vikings 13-12. But Mustangs come away with the victory tonight. As I said, they improved their record to now 8-6, 2-2 in league. Our player of the game brought to you by Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit premieraca.com. Player of the game tonight is going to be freshman Lexi Meyer with her 12 points. Only unofficially the 2 rebounds, but nice job by the freshman to come in. She does start for the Mustangs, and she came off, she ended up the game with 12 points. Had 10 at halftime, only 2 in the third quarter, but the freshman with the 12 points and our player of the game.